jewelry. I really think most about art for the body and what it means to wear adornment. My mother did everything. You know, she sewed and she did needlepoint and she adorned the house, and she had fabulous jewelry, and I would watch her get dressed up. And so I remember just loving this whole ritual of putting on and making up and adorning. I was pretty young when I got a little kit and made a piece of jewelry for me. And I love kits. I still love kits. I think kits are great. I transferred after 1 year to Skidmore College. I wanted to be an art major. I went to visit a roommate who was in a jewelry class. I walked in and there were all these women working with fire, and I thought, oh my God, I have to do this. I had to wait until my senior year to take a course with Earl Pardon, but I got in and I loved it and I loved him. I remember I was in there working on an off class day, and Earl walked in and he said, why hell, I think you're pretty good at this. And that was really the very thing I needed. And then I graduated and my father said, well, that was nice, Sherry, but now you're going to go to Katie Gibbs and be a secretary because you're not going to make a living as an artist. I really did not like being a secretary and thought, this is not going to work out for me. I really did not ponder things too deeply, but I would spend all my time being a secretary going through the dictionary, and you know how in Webster's they have those little drawings? I would look and I'd say, oh, I can make that into a piece of jewelry. I spent all my time at work anticipating getting out of work and going home to my parents' basement to make the jewelry. And I had to convince my father because I needed to go to graduate school. So that was a big deal. I was a girl. He didn't see why I needed to go to graduate school. But then I said I wanted to go to RIT, and he was an engineer. And he said, oh, that's a good school. And so that was fine with him. I could go there. I applied to one school. I am so lucky I got in. The best thing that ever happened to me was having a baby. I don't know how many people would say that, but it changed my life because all of a sudden I didn't have time. Having a child is like not a joke. You suddenly have to weigh everything as what's the most important thing to do. With a baby and this decision to either be with her or be in my studio, I realized that I had to make it make sense. It was hard for me to take myself seriously. It still is, because I was supposed to be a secretary. And I think a lot of women my age were told that. So you have to kind of overcome a sense of what you should do, but beyond that, you have to say to yourself, no, this could be important. And that takes a long time. I'm still not sure, I think, that what I do is important. My favorite day is hanging out in my studio in my bathrobe and not brushing my teeth until 5 o'clock. That's a really great day. I think, especially now in today's world, people, they work very, very hard, and then they have a choice. They can go home, they can get drunk, watch stupid TV, or they can make something. And so I really believe that we could, this is not the art end of craft, but craft has within it the key to valuing a human life. To make something with your hands, to know that you exist, to see that that existence has value. This has to do with my own experience, but it also has to do with why I teach. It's great if you're really terrific and you make wonderful work, but even for somebody who just likes doing it, it has enormous value.